Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Gurumedeva Sarvakareshi Sarvada. Om Ganganapate Namaha. Om Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 13th of April 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Paramatma residing in the heart of every single being. With that bhavana, we are continuing to examine Shri Vivekchudamani, and we are currently on verse number 77. In verse number 77, Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya Ji is talking about the impact of the sense objects on the individual, on the mental reality that we live in, where he specifically states that one can be literally poisoned by the sense objects. He uses a very strong analogy of a black snake. Krishna Sarpa Vishada. Why is he using such a strong analogy in such strong language? Because when any human being is deeply engrossed in a sense object, one of the Panch Vishayas, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasgandh, that engrossment creates tremendous binding. That binding is the great mystery, and that's where the trouble begins as far as the energetic damage, the creation of the vasanas. So the jivatma is bound inside these objects through the vasanas that are created. That's the point. And that's why he says, that doshena tivraha vishayaha Krishna sarpa vishada api visham nihanti bhoktaram drushtaram. So just even by seeing, by looking, it can cause a lot of binding. A lot of examples are there in life of this kind of thing. Let's say how these vasanas work, desires work. I'm living, let's say, in a one-bedroom condominium. Everything is good, life is fine. But I take my car, I drive somewhere, I see some big homes, like 10 rooms, 8 rooms like this in beautiful neighborhoods. I said, my God, I want that. I'm so, don't have anything in my life compared to these people, And by just that thought, that comparison, the poison begins. See why he says Krishna Sarpa Vishada means it's just like a snake that bites the individual or puts the poison inside the other person. Similarly, by seeing a big home, somebody else's home, I am hurt inside. Rather than joyous for that person, good, they're doing well, continue. This is the problem. This is just one example of this. There's millions of examples. The realization of the Atma is what where he wants to take us. When we realize the Atma Tattva, these reactions don't happen like this. No, nahi hote. Don't wind up getting hurt from inside, because we are hurting only ourselves by this, by these kinds of things. So, when he uses the word nihanti means destruction, destroying the individual's mental stability. Bhoktaram, nihanti bhoktaram drushtaram. And just by seeing, by hearing, by being in contact with the situation, one gets distraught from inside. And that disturbance from inside is what we are trying to prevent. We don't want that disturbance, whatever may happen. Stay completely 100% moment to moment, hour to hour, day to day in equilibrium and equanimity. Come what may. Do not get drawn by the Panch Vishayas. It's not about rejecting the Panch Vishayas, the sense objects. It is about not getting poisoned inside. Who is the black snake? Our own mind, our own ichhas. I don't have this thing. I don't have this, and I am like this, and somebody is like this, and something. All of this goes, this constant comparison, and one is trapped. One is stuck. No. We want to be unbound. This is the Gnan Mudra. You can see on my right hand. Gnan Mudra kya hai? That you are unstuck. The three fingers are Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. You're beyond them. Waking dream, deep sleep. Jisko Gyani kehte hai, Atmagnani, is not stuck because there's realization. All of the forms that you see are only, from a Advaitic perspective, they are only an appearance. What an idea. It is relatively real only. It doesn't have any actual eternal existence. वो नित्य नहीं है, नित्य. If you remember from maybe 2 or 3 years ago, at some point we looked at Shankaracharya Ji's language. Nitya, Anitya, Vastu, Viveka. These things should be familiar to all of you now who are coming every day. Nitya or Anitya. Kitni amazing baat hai. That frees us. We live just like anybody else. Just continue all activity. With this Viveka, that what is Nitya, Anitya, so one remains free, unentangled, not stuck inside the Panchvishas. Okay, then what? Then our freedom is available for us. The freedom, the mind, our life is just it's brimming with openness so that we can absorb ourselves in higher consciousness. That is why Gnan and Vairagya are like two wings of a bird that take the mumukshu towards the realization of Aham Brahmasmi. It's a realization. It's a realization that I am Brahman. I am pure consciousness. I am divine. It is a complete realization. Of course, that realization there are steps to be taken to get to that point, no doubt. But the fact of the matter is that we can detect our own binding. Who is going to detect Sachin's binding? I have to. I have to see it myself in the waking time, dream time, and I wake up again. Where am I? Where is the binding? What's going on? And once I know, my mind is getting bound here with this person, in this situation, in this way. Then with that awareness, pull the Shakti out of that. Pull the Shakti means don't give any energy into that. We talk about this in our Angel Wing program. Don't give energy into that thing. Something happened in the past or some conversation with somebody today, tomorrow, whatever, and some disturbance. Find a way out of it. Resolve it somehow and don't put any more energy into that. Because this is our currency. Our currency is Shakti. It's energy. It's internal personal energy. And this is exactly what is this poison that Shankaracharya Ji is talking about. That doshena tivraha vishayaha krishna sarpa vishada. The dosh means what? That's the first word in this verse. It means that there is this opening of all kinds of agitation, uneasiness, feeling of worry, tension, fear. All of this is due to the doshas. That's it. Man doshit ban jata hai. This in Hindi we can say this. This is the problem. We don't want that to happen, but it's not easy to realize these things. It takes time to see what is the impact of what I'm doing every single hour. One who wants to be awakened to the state of Brahman has to be aware of what is happening every single hour. every single minute of every single hour, what is happening inside my mind. It is called Janpanu in Gujarati. Gujarati में वचनामृत में लिखा है, महाराज ने लिखा है, अखंड Janpanu. Janpanu means awareness. Janpana रूपे दरवाजे रे, the door of awareness. What's happening? Where am I going? Where's my reactions? What is going on? And with that realization, I can then decide consciously through the Namah Shivaya mantra, the different Bij mantras, etc., pull the Shakti out of that thing and redirect it towards the higher pursuits in life. Redirect it towards good things that need to be done today, because time is limited. The time we have with this body is shrinking. It's gonna, before that time is shrinking, and it's gonna go. Definitely it will go. You see, so that time is shrinking, and we don't even know how much time that is. So, samay ka dur upyog. That is the biggest problem. It's the misuse and the abuse of time. So when that stops, one is awakened to what one needs to do, what one wants to do, what is the experience one wants. Now, of course, there's no question. What if people will say this? No, I want to, I see the I, big I, capital I want that. Okay. तो भगवान कहते keep going. भगवत शक्ति है इसमें. He says, you want that big, home, you're not satisfied with this one, you want something else that you're not satisfied. Okay. Keep going in that direction and try to get that. And once you get it, then you'll be satisfied for a little while. And then it will start again. It will start again. It doesn't mean not to progress in life, but it also means to recognize that the unhappiness is generated by us. We are generating our own unhappiness. Kabhi bhi nahi. Don't do it. So the sadhana for today, I'll stop at this point. The sadhana for today, very simple sadhana. I am not going to generate unhappiness for me. That's it. It's really that simple. It's nothing more. You don't need 1,000 verses from all these scriptures. That's fine. I mean, that's all right. But stop generating unhappiness. We are masters as human beings. We have postdoctoral degrees in how to generate misery for ourselves and for others. So when we stop doing that completely, then this point that Shankaracharya ji is teaching us, that the virulent effect, doshena tivraha. That's the second word, tivraha. My God. That is then the whole ball starts rolling down, and God knows where it takes one. So do not generate unhappiness. इसीलिए भगवत मूर्ति है, भगवान की जो मूर्ति है, जो इष्ट देवता है, उनको रखना, हृदय में रखना, मन में रखना, आंख में रखना. Keep Lord Krishna with you. Keep Bhagwan Ramchandra ji with you. Let us keep them. Keep Bhagwan Shankar with us. Don't keep things that do not serve us at all. Leave all that thing on the side. That is Viveka. Deal with everything. Do not, under any circumstances today, generate unhappiness for somebody else, and particularly for yourself. If we stop generating unhappiness for ourselves, we will stop generating unhappiness for others. It goes both ways. Now, another way to put that, very simply, literally generate deliberate, conscious ananda. Generate it, that I am, मैं आनंद ही हूँ. I am Ananda, that's the highest. I have Ananda, that's one level below. I am generating joy, that is even one level below. 3 levels. So I can say, I want to have joy today. I'm going to take every action that resonates with Ananda, with pure joy. My God, kitni sundar baat hai, how beautiful it is. So when we do this, each hour flows. And by the time 3 or 4 hours go, the entire mental space blossoms completely. But this is possible. This is a matter of awareness and building each day. Because each day that we have in the Jagrat Avastha, that is our life. And then it will go into the Swapna Avastha, night time. And then Shushupti, and then awake. And then eventually, we will not have these avasthas or this body. This body will go. That is Vairagya. When we realize this body will go, but so what is to be realized while we are here is to realize the Atma Tattva, the Brahma Tattva, to realize that we can serve the world, but to realize the nature of Maya also. The Maya is going to keep spinning. There's nothing new inside this sansar. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. Chakkar is sansar chakkar isko kehte hai. इसमें कोई नई बात नहीं है. Maybe just more elaborate ways of doing the same thing. Same activity goes on. नया क्या है? भगवान की मूर्ति, भगवान का साक्षात्कार. That is new. Not this काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मत्सर आशा तृष्णा ईर्ष्या अहंकार राग द्वेष मारू तारू छल कपट. This thing. What's new in that? There's just more sophisticated way. That's all. More sophisticated way of hurting each other and causing chaos. And no, we don't want that. And also the binding, the Rajogun, Tamogun, the same chakra goes on. And it goes on. And let it be. Don't dislike that. That is what it is. That is the nature of the sansar. But rise above. This is the point of Vivekchudamani. This is the point of Vedanta. It's the rising above. So let's stop here for now. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvigram Kurmedeva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Mahalakshmi Rupena Samsita Namaste Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Mahasaraswati Rupena Samsita Namaste Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Mahakali Rupena Samsita Namaste Namo Namaha Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaya Viche Om Durge Durge Rakshini Tha Tha Swaha Om Shri Radha Krishnar Padamastu Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama 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 Shri Radha Krishnaya Namo Namaha.